No, it's fine. It's fine. Callum, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How much are you all looking to this game? Does it have a bit of a strange feel about it because it's not the kind of end of season showpiece?
Yeah, I suppose it does. Obviously we're finishing off last year's competition, so it's quite strange in that sense. But we know it's a big game. We know it's a cup final, and um, you have to prepare. The same way as you prepare for every other game. And like I said, we've been doing that this week. Training's been excellent, and we're really looking forward to the game.
Despite all that, do you guys still feel the magnitude of it and what you could achieve on Sunday with the quadruple treble?
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously in the back of your head. Like you said, if it was the end of last season, then like you say, it kind of grandstand finish, and you get that kind of experience on the day. But we've had to wait a wee while for it. So I suppose that just makes us even hungrier to try and finish it off and finish off in a good way.
How do you all feel going into it in terms of, you obviously had a bit of patchy form. It's been 2 wins going into this, so are you back into the right frame of mind?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully the 2 wins have stood us in good stead, and like you said, come out the back of that kind of difficult run that we had. But you always learn when you're in bad situations, and like I say, you always learn as a player and try and get better. So hopefully we all are better players for that experience, and like you said, we've won the last 2 games, so hopefully we can take that confidence into the final on Sunday.
Callum, over the course of this winning run of trophies that you've had over the last 3 or 4 years, we've talked about this phrase winning mentality that the group has had. Do you feel that winning mentality is still there despite the patchy form you've had in the last couple of months?
Yeah, I think so. I think we try and do the same things every day in training, and I think that's the base for having that mentality where you do your work every single day, and as long as you do it in the right way, you show the right attitude, and like I said, you do the right things day in, day out, then 9 times out of 10 on a match day, then you'll get the right result. So I think it's a combination of what you do when you're at the training ground and when you go away for the training ground is how you live your life. You have to live and breathe football nowadays, and like I said, that's where the winning mentality is. Not so much in the actual games. It's about what you do in everyday situation.
What do you think was different in the last 2 games, do you think?
I just think that, I'll be honest, I think we've been a bit unlucky in the previous games. I think there's been small details that have went against us. I don't think we've been a million miles away for turning those results into positive results. And when you freshen up the team, then you get that kind of freshness as well, and the hunger to do well and succeed. And then again, that pushes the group on even more. So it's probably been a combination of quite a lot of things, but I never felt we were too far away from turning it around. And when you get a big result, against a good side in Europe, then it does tend to kick you on and give you that confidence, and the feel good factor starts to come back in the group. And I thought we were excellent last week against Kilmarnock. Really deserved the win, and I thought we played some excellent stuff at times. So, like I said, hopefully we've come out the back of this sort of sticky run, and we can look forward with confidence now.
You mentioned that freshness there, Callum. In terms of the final itself, do you think the players who've come in and made that impact in the last couple of games should retain their place, or are you of the opinion that the guys who have been there, done it, and got you this far should sort of be rewarded for their longevity and their faith that they've given to the manager?
Yeah, like you said, I think it's a decision for the manager, and we don't get involved in those sort of situations. So, like I said, it's for him to decide the best team to go out in the final. What I will say is the squad's been great. The guys that have come in have done excellent as well, and I've always said it, the amount of players that are playing at a high level at Celtic ultimately will drive the standard up at the club, and that's what you're seeing now. You're seeing guys coming in and really pushing for a starting place, and like I said, that just drives the whole standard. So in terms of as a squad, as a group, we're in a good place, and like I said, it's for the manager to decide what team he puts out on Sunday. But I'm sure whoever is starting, then they'll give it 100% for the club.
How much do the players owe it to the manager as well for everything that he's been put up with the last couple of months or the last couple of weeks? How big would it be to give him a quadruple treble winners medal as well as a manager?
Yeah, exactly. We're all in this together. We pretty much spend 90% of our lives together. So, we're a really strong group, we're a really tight group, and everyone gets on. We're here to do a job for Celtic Football Club, and like I said, we're a real tight-knit group, and it would be brilliant for the players to go and deliver that for the manager. Like you said, he's obviously had a tough time it recently, as have some of the players as well. And we're all in it together. So there's certainly for our side, then, I'm sure the manager will want to do it for us. We'll want to do it for the manager. And similarly, for the fans as well. So, like I said, we're all in this together, and it'd be a nice way to come out the back of a sticky run if we manage to win.
Did you ever think when you started your Celtic career you could be helping clinch a quadruple treble?
Yeah, it sounds obviously a bit surreal in terms of, like you said, a quadruple treble it's obviously something that's never been done before. To maintain that level of success, and it takes real hard work and real dedication, every single day. I mentioned it earlier. That real work ethic to come in and keep getting better, and when the big days come along, then you play well enough and you earn the right to win the game. So to do it over such a long period is an incredible achievement, and like I said, we're definitely hungry to try and finish it off on Sunday.
Callum, because you are on the cusp of making history, and it's probably something that's not going to be repeated again, you would imagine, how much is that a real weight on your mind? I mean, obviously it's an incentive, but from a negative point of view, do you feel under quite a lot of pressure to try and do this?
No, I don't think so. I think we've been in a situation before when we did the double treble, it'd never been done. We done the treble, it'd never been done. So, I think certainly with these sort of achievements behind you, then it makes you a lot calmer when you're in the build up to these games, and like you said, we have this hunger to succeed, and obviously to have that sort of history behind you, then just makes you more hungry for success, and you see the next target in your sight, and you want to finish that as well. So obviously there's pressure when you go into every game for Celtic, as you said, probably more pressure in this game, but I feel like having had those experiences before, then it certainly stands you in good stead for certainly the build up to the game. The few days before the game, you're a lot calmer for having those experiences.
The history aspect of it, has that been very much part of what Neil Lennon's been talking to you about? Make yourself Celtic great. So you're already kind of up there anyway, but in terms of the quadruple treble?
Absolutely. I think it's a massive opportunity to, like you said, go and make history. And when you're a young kid aspiring to be a footballer, these are the situations that you want to be in. You probably never envisaged yourself being here, but when you're here and you've had so much success, then, like I said, that hunger to succeed just becomes even bigger. So it takes an incredible amount of dedication and hard work and performance levels to get to where we are at this point. But like I said, we have to treat it like every other game. We prepare properly, and we've trained well this week. So, like I said, everyone's excited, probably more excited than nervous about the challenge, if you will. So, we're really looking forward to it.
And just a final one from me. What are your thoughts on Hearts, and of course your old teammate Craig Gordon in goal?
Yeah, exactly. They've obviously had a great start to the season. They look really strong as well. They've recruited really well, and like you said, so much experience with guys like Craig Gordon in the side as well, and a teammate of mine for a number of years. So I've got huge respect for him. Really top goalkeeper, and I'm sure we want to beat them as much as he'll want to beat us, and that's the nature of it. So like I said, a lot of respect for him, but obviously come Sunday we're on different sides.
Callum, just going back to the new midfielders that have come in there, Soro and Turnbull, how have you found it with them in the last two games, and how do they differ to the other options that you've been playing in the middle with all season?
Yeah, I think the guys have come in and done great. They've been doing really well in training, and that's ultimately what we want. We want everyone playing at a really high level, and the fact that we can chop and change the team and bring players into the team, then it shows you just how good the squad is. So like you said, it gives us different options. These guys are at the start of their Celtic careers, and as long as they keep working hard and staying humble and keep doing the right things, then I'm sure they'll have great careers as well. As have the guys that are normally always in there as well. So you know, like I said, there's a lot of experience, a lot of quality in there, and like I said, it's up for the manager to make his decision, and I'm sure that the players will get on with it, and the ones that are playing, I'll be delighted and a real chance, and the ones that are, you know, on the bench, then they'll be desperate to make an impact as well. So I just think it's a team game, and as many we can get playing well, then, you know, that's brilliant for Celtic.
If you do win on Sunday, it would obviously be 3 wins in a row. Do you think that would confirm that the end of that bad spell, 2 wins in 12, and perhaps signal that you have turned a corner and start to swing momentum back in your favour?
I think it's, if we win on Sunday, then it'll be 3 wins, and then we'll be trying to put 4 together, and then we'll try to put 5 together. So, you know, I don't think it's a case of, you know, that's the bad run finished and we won't have another bad result. I think obviously that is the objective, that we do turn the corner, but it just shows you in football that you're never too far away from, you know, when you're doing well, you know, you can have a setback and it kind of brings you back down again. So I think the thing for us is, you know, we've had 2 wins in a row. Can we make it 3? You know, we'll take huge confidence from that if we can do it, and then we try and go on a run and build game at a time, and that's the reason why we've been so successful before, is we've only ever looked at the next game that's coming up, and we prepare like it's a cup final every single week. So I think that's the mentality of the group now. We just have to take it game at a time.